Have you ever felt like your body is carrying around the baggage of everything that you've ever been through? Not just emotionally, but physically too. Like no matter how much sleep you get, how healthy you eat, or how hard you try to push through, your body still feels tired, stressed, overwhelmed, and just not quite right. Well, there's actually a scientific term for this, and it's called allostatic load. My name's Melissa Fitzsimon, I'm a kinesiologist, and today I want to talk to you about allostatic load, why it matters, and what you can do to lighten the load. Now, when most people hear the word stress, they immediately think of emotional stress. Work stress, relationship, money, the kids are driving you crazy stress. But stress comes from many forms. There is emotional stress, but there is also chemical stress, environmental stress, and even dietary stress. And the truth is, your body doesn't really care where it comes from, it just knows that it has to deal with it. Every single day, your body is adapting to everything that life throws at it. That's actually what it's designed to do. But when the stress keeps coming and coming and coming, eventually the system gets overloaded. That's what scientists call high allostatic load. Now, here's the easiest way to understand it. Imagine you are carrying around a glass of water. This glass represents your total stress burden. Every emotional challenge, every sleepless night, nutritional deficiency, toxins, infections, life events, late night scrolling, social media when you should have been asleep, it all goes into a glass. Now, here's the interesting part. Everybody's glass starts at a different level. Some people walk around with the glass only a quarter full. Their body has plenty of capacity to adapt. Others are already carrying the glass that's 3/4 full right before breakfast. Years of cumulative stress, poor sleep, chronic inflammation, emotional challenges, environmental exposure, the constant demands of modern life. So what happens next? Well, let's say that both of these people experience the same challenge. Maybe they catch a virus. Maybe they go through a stressful event. Maybe they have several nights of poor sleep. Or maybe they just eat takeaway food for a week and call it self-care. But one person will handle it just fine. The other feels like they've been hit by a truck. So why is this? Because it wasn't necessarily the stressor itself. It was how full their glass was to begin with. The person with plenty of room left in their glass has plenty of space to adapt. The person whose glass is already close to overflowing may struggle because their body has fewer reserves available. And this is something that I see all the time in clinic. So two people can have very similar symptoms or experiences, but their ability to cope is completely different. The difference is often the total load on the body that they're carrying. So now the goal isn't to eliminate the stress, unless you can figure out how to live a life on a tropical island with no responsibilities. That's probably not really going to happen. So the goal is to reduce what's already in the glass, to give your body more capacity, more resilience, more adaptability, more room to do what it was designed to do, to repair, restore, and to renew. And that is where ASEA Redox comes into the conversation. ASEA Redox is designed to support redox signaling, which is the communication system your cells use to coordinate and regulate functions throughout the body. Think of redox signaling molecules as cellular text messages. They're constantly sending information between cells so the body knows what's happening and what needs attention. As we age and as we stress, the communication system can become less efficient. ASEA Redox is designed to support healthy cellular communication so the body can better maintain homeostasis, which is simply a fancy word for balance. And when the body is functioning in balance, it can do what it does best, which is repair, restore, adapt, and replace damaged cells. So one study that looked at the relationship between ASEA Redox and allostatic load was conducted by Aspen Labs. And in this 4-month study, 30 participants consumed 240 mils or 8 ounces of ASEA Redox daily. Researchers measured inflammatory markers associated with allostatic load, as well as the glutathione levels, often referred to as the body's master antioxidant. The results were fascinating. After 60 days, inflammation decreased by 16.6%, but after 120 days, it decreased by 89%, which is massive. And at the same time, the glutathione levels increased. So while inflammation was moving down, the body's antioxidant capacity was moving up. What makes this so interesting is that these markers are closely associated with how the body responds to stress and maintains balance. In simple terms, it suggests the body's stress burden was reduced. The glass wasn't getting fuller, the glass was getting lighter. And when the body is carrying less stress, it has more capacity to regulate itself, adapt, and function the way nature intended. That's why allostatic load matters. It's not just about stress, it's about how much stress your body is carrying and whether it still has room in the glass. Because the lower the allostatic load, the greater the body's ability to maintain balance, to adapt to challenges, and support its own natural processes of renewal. True wellness isn't about forcing the body to do something unnatural. It is about supporting the incredible system that we already have built into us. The ability to communicate, to adapt, to restore balance, and ultimately to thrive. If you'd like to learn more about ASEA Redox and the science behind it, these remarkable molecules, you'll find a link in the description below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss future videos where we explore the science of cellular health and what it really means to thrive from the inside out. Thank you for watching.